me. I'm still up. I'm still not okay.
Can I say something about that, Andy, really quickly? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk about Candiace, like, just get over it, girl. Why aren't you over this? Why are you still crying? And that has bothered me because I'm like, it's not for us to judge when she gets over her mental and emotional journey of having her head banged up, and it's just unfair. And mental trauma is a big deal.
She knew that I did not start or initiate the physicality of this fight. And she allowed that narrative to be perpetuated for it's still out there. I don't understand how someone can just lie like that. I can't get over the mental
I can't.
Millions of strangers attacking me.
What do they say?
They call me a snitch. They write rat emojis and clown emojis. They say I got what I deserved because my mouth is so foul.
They also said you deserved it because they understood that you threw a glass of wine in her face to initiate the fight.
Yes.
That was the first part that really was a shocker.
She saw it, and she went to sleep at night and allowed it to be.
I don't understand how she develops these narratives in her head, and it sucks that she's doing it because she's actually making it worse for herself. I'm not sitting at home wanting for her life to be ruined and for people to attack her on social media.
You're very matter-of-fact and dry about the whole thing.
I went through, y'all missed it. I went through all of my emotions.
I understand, but it's interesting. Here we are. You've been thinking about this reunion for a year. You're face-to-face with her for the first time in a year. I think it's odd that you're very unemotional about it.
I'm just not built like that. I was more so trying to figure out what happened in this moment that would cause me to react this way.
I need a break. I have to get up.
I'm a person, I'm an A-type personality that wants to understand, like, how am I in this moment?
Were you not upset?
Of course I'm upset. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, you didn't say that.
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to explain it the way that I processed it.
I can't take it. I just can't.
Take what?
The lying. I can't. It's just so crazy to me. It's so crazy.
You've never apologized to her.
No, I didn't.
And she's crying and had to leave and go gather herself. You seem very unemotional. You're very matter-of-fact and dry about the whole thing.
I literally went from one mental state to the next, and then right after that, there's my name in the headlines of being pressed charges against.
You put your hands on me, and then you allow lies to be perpetuated that almost took me the out of here.
Okay, okay, all right. Does she control your emotions for the rest of your life? Okay. Look, I get it. There's nothing that you can say that's going to change her mind about anything. So we're going to get some makeup touched up. We're going to go out there. We're going to finish this up. And then we're going to go out and have some dinner. And then we'll send these cameras somewhere else and, you know, we'll do some other stuff.
It's the wink for me.
You know?
It's the wink.
I'm just trying to get a little bit of a smile. She still has that you motherfuckers look on her face. There it is. There we go. Got it. Okay. Now we're ready to move on. See, now we can go.
Okay, I don't want to do this forever. Okay.
Right. Get your ass back out there.
You asked me what triggered, or what was my trigger moment. I was triggered with hand gestures being in my face. She took me back to a place when I was a child. It wasn't about her in that moment, and I completely snapped.
Candiace, I think she's walking back in.
Hi. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. JJ from Boca Raton, Florida has an interesting question. He wants to know if Monique wasn't invited to events because the women didn't want her there or because production was punishing her.
She said if there are group events,
Don't invite
do
me.
not invite her.
Yeah.
So that's first and foremost on the mind. That made it easy.
I didn't want my events to be the first time they see each other. It's my daughter's sippancy.
Yeah, right.
Who will want two people who've gotten into a physical altercation?
Right. And Monique had not apologized. It couldn't happen.
Right. Roy from West Palm said, Candiace, why did it take you so long to press charges? Did you do it out of spite because Monique didn't apologize?
I did what I did reluctantly because I felt, like I said, like I didn't have a choice when I'm watching you start to paint this narrative that is untrue, that is clearly coming from you, using bloggers
with
and
the lies.
whomever else in the media to,
I must have a lot of
to
pull.
skew this narrative. And you can huff and puff all day, but
must
the
have a
day
lot of
after the
pull.
fight, when the scenario is out in the public and it's being skewed in her direction, who in the else is leaking the information?
I never reached out to any blogger. I told my family who came in town, and there was one friend who was also there who I told.
So did you tell the people in your house that Candiace threw a glass of wine at you, and that's why you attacked her?
I know who is the person who leaked it.
Okay,
I mean,
I gotta move
hindsight,
on.
So
I
y'all
gotta
don't know
move
what
on.
I'm doing. Y'all weren't
but
around.
Gotta
Monique,
move
listen.
on. Monique, Carolina from Kalispell, Montana said, how were you not furious when you heard that Karen told Candiace that she would have pressed charges? Once again, there's a double standard with who you get mad at and who you don't.
I was upset, and I told her that. But I said, you
talked
know what?
about
I
it.
respect whatever it is your opinion was in the situation. But we're grown enough to say, hey, I don't agree, and we can move on and still have a friendship.
Did anyone think that Candiace was taking it too far?
Legal action
Yes.
never crossed my mind. Never.
So you did think that that was going too far?
I did.
I wanted legal action, but I didn't want the consequence to be she goes to jail.
What did you think was the appropriate
I
consequence?
don't know, like a ankle bracelet or something.
An ankle bracelet?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,